One of my first games for PSP was UFC Undisputed 2010. I don't remember exactly the exact date that I got this game, but probably was like at the beginning of 2011. So basically, I bought the game for PSP, and I remember like I started to play this game. The game was amazing. I have spent like a lot of time playing this game, and this game like we have the cutscene. So basically like, we insert the disc, when we start to play the game, we can see the cutscene. So that comes from Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And I remember back in the day, like I really wanted to have this version for PS3. So basically, like I started to play this game on the PSP. I had a campaign, the career mode. I don't know if we have the multiplayer. I think you probably, yeah, but back in my day, I didn't even have Wi-Fi. It was very hard to play online. So yeah, I remember one day like I brought my PSP to school. I put my PSP into my backpack. When I got in school, like the screen of my PSP was black, was broken, so basically it was damaged. And I took like it was horrible. So basically, like I had to ask my mom, my dad to bring my PSP to fix it. We had to go to the store to fix the screen of my PSP. So yeah, I had a great time with the UFC because my dad is a career teacher. He's a career sensei. So I grew up like at home. I would see my dad watching UFC. So basically, I remember back in the day, the fighters that we had was we had Lyoto Machida, we had Anderson Silva, we had Vanderlei Silva, we had John Jones, Rampage Jackson, Alan Boucher, fighters like that. So yeah, I just got to have the PlayStation 3 version in 2015, but I bought the game for PSP first, and then I got UFC Undisputed 3. Definitely by far. I have played in my whole life. I just played on the UFC Undisputed 10 and UFC Undisputed 3 and EA Sports UFC, the first one that they released. So out of all of them, the best one is definitely on the UFC Undisputed 3. This game, like we have pride, but the thing is, when we knock out a fighter, when the fighter is knocked out, like we can't get on top of them and start to punch the fighter. So basically, like it's more brutal because in the UFC Undisputed 2010, when the fighter is knocked out, like you can't punch the fighter while the fighter is knocked out. And in EA Sports UFC, you can do like only give like two more punches, but not like the UFC Undisputed 3. Like you can give more than two punches. So unfortunately, after a time, I just got to play a little bit of UFC Undisputed 3, and the reason was because after a certain time, my PS3 was not reading the disc of UFC Undisputed 3. I don't know why. So yeah, I had this problem, and in 2016, I bought 2016. Was it 2016? Oh yeah, 2016. Yeah. I had 2016 or 2017. I got the EA Sports UFC. But anyways, like I remember the career mode of the UFC and Spirit 3. Like this is the best game ever. We have crazy submissions. Yeah, so definitely it's my favorite UFC game ever.